which sells health problem. So how much we are responsible for our own health and the health problem. It is we who are responsible for our own health problem. We have created the health problem. It has not come from anywhere outside. And because we have created our own health problem, we ourselves are responsible to cure it by using the energy available with us. How do we use this energy available with us? By activation of the pressure points at different places. Now, if you look at this hand chart which is there, this shows how each and every organ of our body is there in our hands. Supposing if the hand chart is not there with you right now, but you are able to see it, but supposing if you are traveling, let us try to use our logic to remember how our entire body is covered in our hand. Please look at me. When I keep my hand facing outside, this is the way our body is when we keep it facing outside. The top are all connected to the head region, so this is connecting to the cold and sinus. The top tips, fingertips are connected to the cold and sinus. The lower flange of these two fingers, the lower two flange of these two fingers are connected to the eyes. There are two eyes, so that is why the lower two flange are connected to the eyes. The outer two flange of these two fingers, last two fingers, ring finger and the little finger, is connected to the ears. Ears are on the outer side. When we keep the hand facing this way, there are only 5 points which are different between the left and the right hand, otherwise our entire body is a mirror image. When we keep it like this, we have our heart on the left hand side, so this is the point which is there connecting to the heart. Below that is the point which is connecting to the spleen, because that is only a singular organ. On the right hand side, we have corresponding to the point of heart, we have liver. Below that, corresponding to the point of spleen, we have the point of gallbladder, and below that is appendix. These are the 5 points which are singular organs and they are different, otherwise it's a complete mirror image. Between these two hands, if you look at it, this is the point which is connected to the lungs and thymus. We have a lungs on left as well as right. Below that is the point for solar plexus. Below that is kidney. Below that is colon, intestine, bladder, and the center part of it, this two, is connecting to the stomach. Outer part of the hand is connected to the shoulder, lower part is connected to the hip. Outer part is connected to the shoulder, lower part is connecting to the hip. This is how the body gets connected. The thumb is connecting to the head, so this is connecting to the brain, pituitary, pineal, mental and head nerves. Again, the back of the thumb is connecting to the neck. Back of the thumb is connected to the neck, and connecting to the neck at the lower part is connecting to the spine. So any type of cervical problem can be treated by pressing the points over here, which we will see. And we are also going to call few people who have cervical problem. 5 people can come on the stage when we are doing it for their problems, that for specific problems we'll invite it and treat them right in front of you. This is the area which is connecting to the spine, so any type of lower back pain problems can be treated from here. When we keep our hands facing downwards, the middle 2 fingers are connected to the legs. When we are standing, the legs are in the middle. So the middle 2 fingers are connected to the legs and outer 2 fingers are connecting to the hands. Hands are on the outer side, legs are in the middle. See the scientific way the creation has been done for our human body. Our legs has also got 3 joints. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 joints. Likewise, our legs has also got the 3 joints. Starting from the top, it is hip, thighs, knee joint, calf muscle, ankle and feet. Hip, thighs, knee joint, calf muscle, ankle and feet. Likewise, hands, we have got 3 joints, 1, 2, 3. So here also we have got, this is the point connecting to the shoulder, this is the point connecting to elbow, this is the point connecting to the wrist. So legs and hands can be also treated from our hands. Neck can be also treated from our hands. Cervical problem, spondylosis, anything can be treated from the hand. Likewise, on the sides over here, these are the points which are connected to the sex organs. Gynecological problems can be treated from there. And behind our hands are also important points which we will see. Behind our hands are also most important points which are there. 2 points which I would like to mention and share over here that are important is, on the left hand side little finger. Left hand side little finger is the most crucial point which we will see in the chart, that is connecting to the heart. Left hand side little finger point below the nail is going to be the most important point which is connecting to the heart, and on the first finger on the side of the nail is the point for acidity. These are 2 crucial problems which people face in our day-to-day life. Please look at the screen, it is given. Heart point is on the left hand side little finger, and on the front, on this first finger on the side is the point for acidity. As we come to discuss this in detail, we will see how these points can be used for activation, for treating any of these problems. And why I am saying this about heart, because this particular point which we are reflecting for the heart is as important for saving an heart attack. When a person has an heart attack, if this point is activated, it can be a life-saving point. Why life-saving is? Because this point goes and activates the heart at that moment of time, which is equivalent to a cardiac massage. Hundreds and thousands of people have tried this, used it, and even people who have suffered from heart-related problem or who have already operated for heart problem or are in the process of heart-related ailments, when they have started using this point, they have seen dramatic improvement in the condition of the heart, and so much so that up to 2 blocks have been cleared within 4 months just by activation of these pressure points. And when we come to acidity, we will see it in detail how to deal with acidity, but for the time being, let us focus on what are the points which are there in our hands. Hand is very important because the help is available at the end of our own hands. There is no need to search for the pressure points or for the help anywhere outside, provided we utilize this in the right fashion and the right energy is translated for curing ourselves. Same way, the legs also contain the pressure points. Why is it that our forefathers, when they were working in the field, they were more healthier? They never had any diabetes problem. They never had any indigestion problem. They never had any joint pains problem. The reason is when they were walking bare feet and working in the field, the pressure points were already being done. While walking bare feet, they used to get the pressure points activated. Nature has done that. But when we try to go against the law of nature and try to wear Nike shoes, uncomfortable shoes, we are not getting the pressure points done. In olden days, the ladies were more healthier because they used to do the cooking using the hands. Even when they had to use or make the buttermilk, they used to have the hand unit whereby they were doing it. Chapatis, they used to make it on their own. Today we have servants who do the chapati. Today we have electric mixes for churning the things. Even in olden days, they were more healthier because they used to bring the water out from the well, and that process itself was an acupressure. Why go that far? Every day, are we not doing acupressure? What we are taking the bath itself is an acupressure. When you apply the soap all over your body, you are doing the pressure points. And that is why when we have the oil bath, we feel more energetic. Because when we have the oil bath, it is more sticky, and that time we have to spend more time. Activation of the skin to remove the oil from the body, and we are activating the blood cells more. And that is how we feel that oil bath creates more energy. It is nothing but it is acupressure treatment which is being given to your body. Our ears contain the entire body. In our ears is entire body. Look at the center picture. It's an embryo by itself. And in our ears, there are 113 points. In our ear, there are 113 points which cover the entire body. If in a small area like this of our ear, if there are 113 points, how many points are there in our entire body? 1,261 pressure points are there in our body. There are 1,261 pressure points are there in our body which can be used for activating the energy centers in our body. How many of that are we using it? And for using it, we need to know how to use it and how and where they are located. That is what we are here to understand. First is to create awareness about acupressure, to find out where all the pressure points are located, and then to learn how to activate that pressure points and how to use that for specific health problems which are common in our day-to-day life. Our spine also contains the pressure points, and spine is one of the most important part of our body. Today morning itself, we have heard that animals are more healthy, and we also heard that in certain cases, for curing health problems, human beings are asked to expose the spine to the sunlight. Why is it so? Because the spine is also connecting to each and every organ of our body, and spine connects the entire body parts. Head is connected to the mind. It's a power station, but the body is a workstation. Mind thinks, body executes. Mind has got its own process controls, and body has the execution controls. And one of the reasons why we have health problem is there is a constant conflict between the mind and body. Mind thinks certain things, body says, no, I cannot act. Mind may think that I want to fly in a helicopter, but body says, no, you don't have the money for helicopter in your pocket. So the desire versus whatever is the availability causes the conflict. And because of that, each one of us are living in this world wearing multiple masks. We are into relationship. Yesterday we discussed that each one of us are playing a different role, wearing a different mask. Role of a father, role of a brother, role of a son, role of a husband. These are all the roles what we are playing, and for doing each of these roles, we are wearing different masks. But when it comes to dealing with the society, we are wearing multiple masks. At home, we take people for granted, but when we are in the society, when we are talking to the people outside, when we are dealing with the people in the community, we can't behave the way we want. We start behaving the way they want us to behave. Because if we start behaving the way we want, we won't get business. The clients may not come, the customers may not come, they may not pay us the money. If we start using the language what we want, we start using the language and our behavior the way they want us to behave, whereby we start creating stress on our own self. This is another stress what we cause. So spine is also as important, and because we cannot do the pressure points on our spine, the similar spine is there in our feet, identical. We are also doing the research for diagnosis, how to diagnose the problem. And one of the diagnosis system what we are doing is pulse diagnosis. We also check the pulse, which is the oldest system of assessing the health of a person by checking the radial pulse. But at times we get cases where people are not available. They are calling from far off places, from different parts of the world. So another system what is being developed is audio analysis. How does the audio analysis work? For that we connect our spine to a veena. Please look at it. Our entire spine is identical replica to a veena, or veena is an identical replica to a spine. Spine also contains equal number of vertebrae as the strings and the swara in a veena. So when a person speaks, we pick up the high pitch and the low pitch. And that high pitch and low pitch, we connect it to the vertebra of the human body. And as we have seen in the previous slide, each of the vertebra is connected to an organ. So from the person, when he speaks, from there we try to connect it, which are the organs which are likely to be affected and which are the organs which need more care for treatment. Now we have seen that these are the places where the points are connected. Now let us try to see how to activate these points. We have seen that pressure points are there in our hands, feet, spine, but now let us see how to activate these pressure points. For using the pressure points, we can use our own hands, our own thumb. There is no tool that is required. God has created enough energy and the tool within our own self. How do we activate the pressure point? We use our own thumb for activating the pressure point. The technique of pressing the point is that you have to support the area wherever you have to press the point. Supposing if you have to press the point at a particular spot, we have to focus on that area, give the support and press the point. Like any medicine, the dosage over here is also to press 8 times each time you do it. And normally we take medicines 3 times a day. Here also we have to do the pressure points 3 times a day. How does it work? 8 presses each time you do it 3 times a day means 8 into 3, 24 times for 24 hours. 8 into 3, 24 times, and 3 times a day means 24 times for 24 hours. This is the dosage of medicine what we take, and this is the dosage of acupressure points what we do. We bend the thumb down in a 90 degrees and then press and give the pressure to the places where we need to apply the pressure. This is how we press the point, and when we press the point, it has to be gentle but firm pressure. It has to stimulate the point to circulate the energy. Why this stimulation is required? Let us consider that our human body is like a field, an agricultural field. In an agricultural field, when the water is flowing, whichever part is getting the water is healthy, it is green. The fruits and trees and grass will be all growing. But supposing if there is an obstacle anywhere, that area does not get the water, does not get the energy, it starts becoming dry. And when the parts become dry, it starts cracking up, the soil becomes dry, the plants do not grow over there. Same thing in our body. Because of the obstacles, what we have seen, they cause different blockages in our system, and to remove those blockages, we select the accurate point where we want the energy to flow by pressing the point, and when we are pressing the point, we are stimulating, pumping to flow the energy to that area, which creates the energy flow and removes the blockages, which in turn reduces the pain and helps to cure ourselves. Flat thumb should be avoided to be used for adults. Flat thumb can be used only for the children below the age of 4 and for the senior citizens where they are a little fragile, they may not be able to take the pressure which is applied. Now let us see how to